I made a few notes on the debate. I was watching in a room with a very, very large screen. So I think that last point that was just made, I concur with. The visual, the split screen of Donald Trump looming over Hillary Clinton, pacing around, leaning on the chair, was very strange. And, you know, my editor of the Daily Beast, John Avlon, coined the term thug politics. And I thought about that a lot throughout this debate. You know, not to get too dramatic with it, but, you know, my father came to this country from the Democratic Republic of Congo. And we weren't that close, but we definitely talked about the Congo and the politics there. We need to not speed past the point that an American candidate for president threatened to jail his political opponent. This is something that Human Rights Watch, that Amnesty International is investigating in the Democratic Republic of Congo right now. Right now, because as of this summer, a political opponent of the current leader was put in jail on charges. This happens in Malaysia. This happens in Uganda. This does not happen in the United States of America. And when you combine the fact that somebody who essentially admitted to being a serial sexual assaulter of women, then took people that he calls victims of sexual assault and sexual harassment, brought them along into the debate, and even before the debate, held that conference, which I could have seen in a third world country. This kind of thugocracy that Donald Trump essentially represented tonight started with that press conference, then moved over to the debate, where he spent an entire debate saying absolutely nothing about the issues he's asked about. No answers, meandering and wandering. But when he did get specific, he admitted to not paying federal taxes, essentially boasted about not paying federal taxes, even when confronted with the fact that that means that he did not contribute to funding our military, to funding our Veterans Administration, to funding roads and bridges and infrastructure and all of the rest. He essentially admitted to it. And so I think when you combine his lack of knowledge about really anything, the answer on Aleppo was stunning. He went right to Mosul. I don't think he knew what the question was. That there is no style point that you can award to somebody who did that combination of things. It was a stunning debate that would have been much more fitting in the third world than it was in the United States of America.
To that point, Joy, by the way, you're not going to get out of St. Louis tonight without somebody buying you a beer, so prepare yourself. Clearly, you're a fan favorite.
And I will take it.